Nate, how did you go from last year to this year? Was there anything that clicked for you? Was there, tell us what makes the difference?
For me, it's kind of just getting more reps at it. You see something once, you're not going to remember it, but if you see something 20 times, then you got a better understanding of it. My position coach, Els, actually had us do this exercise once where he gave us a bunch of numbers, and we had to memorize them. And none of us could give it back, but he let us sit on the numbers for a while, and then as he asked us later, we could see the numbers. So what I'm trying to say is the more you see something, the easier it gets. So practice, see more plays. Older guys have probably done one defensive call 800 times where I've done it 40 times. So having that more experience during practice, during the games, that definitely helps.
Talking to your high school defensive coordinator last week, and he said the thing that always stood out was sort of the tilt that you play with, that it enables you to move downhill. And that's another thing teammates have said is your just sort of constant churn downhill. Where do you think you really kind of developed that? Is that sort of instinctual, or is that something you picked up along the way?
I definitely think some of it's instinctual. I've been playing this game since I was 7 years old, started in first grade. I've had a lot of great coaches along the way. They've all taught me a lot of different things, and I've kind of just keep building on my knowledge of the game. As an inside linebacker, my main focus is stop the run. Definitely get back in coverage, but being a downhill linebacker is definitely one of my main focuses.
Nate, you guys start the season with two rivalry games, the Rams and the Huskers. A lot of emotion, a lot of juice in those two ball games. Now you're coming home. You got an FCS team coming in here before a bye and then Pac-12 conference play. How do you guys kind of maintain a focus, make sure you're sharp, continue to improve before you get to the conference play against a team that has to move up from a lower level?
We're going to treat them just like anybody else. This game is the most important game on our schedule right now because it's this week. Last 2 weeks, it was great. We focused on just playing our game, being the Colorado Buffaloes. So we're going to continue to have that mentality going in, and we're going to take it 1 week at a time. And right now, New Hampshire is our most important game on our schedule, and we're just going to focus on being Colorado and playing Colorado football.
Nate, right now I'm looking at a press release that says Colorado's Landman named Bronco Nagurski National Defensive Player of the Week. Were you aware of that?
I was not, no.
Okay. So I'll break the news to you.
Yeah.
When you hear something like that, what's your first reaction?
Oh, wow. I love all the accolade and everything, but I always bring it back to my teammates and my coaches and everyone who's helped me along the way. I obviously can't do what I do without all the other people behind me helping me get to there. We play as a team. We're a brotherhood, and Coach emphasizes on that all the time. And I think this year we really bring that brotherhood to the table, and that allows us to play as a team.
Can you kind of take us through, I'm sure you've watched it a couple times now, your fourth down stop in the fourth quarter, and just kind of what you're seeing there going into the play, and then what you see to actually to make that play happen?
So we knew that was going to be a big play of the game. We had a stun on, and where the ball actually hit wasn't my gap. So we tell our guys to go make a play. It's football. You can't always do the right thing every time. So our D-line had great penetration. They moved the offensive line back. I found a run through, and being fourth down, there can't be any hesitation. So I just went full speed. I didn't even wrap up. I was just downhill. Everything kind of went blurry, and then I was just gone. And to see the crowd, our Buffalo fans go wild and our sidelines go wild, I knew we made the stop, and that was just a great feeling.
Nate, where do the hands come from? That's 2 interceptions in 2 weeks. You're a linebacker. You're supposed to have stones for hands, right? You can't catch the ball. So how's this happening?
I wasn't – as a young player, I was actually a skill player. Growing up, I was a running back, never a receiver or anything. In high school, I went played defense. My junior year, I had to play center. And then as I grew a little bit, got a little more speed. My senior year, I was able to play slot for my high school team, and I think that's definitely where the hands developed mostly. You know, I've always been outdoors. I have 2 brothers playing catch with my brothers, playing baseball, so I can see those skills coming over to football.
Nate, last year defense struggled to get takeaways consistently. The defense off to a good start in that department this year. You've been involved in a number of them. How much was that a point of emphasis through the offseason, through the spring and preseason to improve on that this year?
Oh, it was definitely a big emphasis. As a defense, we have a lot of goals coming in every game, but one of our main goals is 3 takeovers. During camp and during even the spring and during practice, we always have takeaway drills where we're working different scenarios, whether it be balls on the ground, stripping balls, interceptions, and the coaches do a great job of implementing that every week, every day pretty much. And we really, this year, taking it up a notch and taking those drills seriously. And you can see them come into play on the game. Like in Nebraska, on that first forced fumble, instead of someone trying to pick it up, we dove on it, and we recovered that possession, and we work on that kind of stuff all the time.
Anything else for Nate? Nate, your thoughts on this being the home opener, and it's week 3 already, but the first time at Folsom, so your thoughts on being able to finally get out here on Folsom?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited. Folsom's a great atmosphere. You know, you have the student section right by the sidelines. Everybody's pumped. We have our home base here. We have a great turnout. Last year we had a lot of people show up to our games, and a lot of students, because usually you'll go to games and see not a lot of students will show up. So it's great having that fan base. Being in Folsom, we just bring a new energy. This is our stadium, and it's definitely hard for people to come here and play just because of the energy we bring. You know, our stadium is great. It's one of the best locations, and just the energy that it brings is I'm definitely excited for.
Nate, how do you get in the backfield so quickly? Are you seeing something, or is it just quick feet? Or are you able to read what's going on?
You know, we work so many things in practice, and downhill. Being a linebacker, our main goal is to stop the run. So that's what's going through my head. And in the game, we practice so fast and do so many things so quickly that in the game, everything's able to slow down a little bit. So your body kind of, well, for me, my body kind of takes over, and I don't have to think as much. It kind of just lets me take over and play. And I guess that's one of my instinctual things is to get in the backfield as a middle linebacker.
Awesome. Thanks, Nate.
Thank you.